you know, it's a big kind of mental hurdle to get over the edge, over the hump, tie the game up, or go up one. Obviously, the missed dunk from Kerr was unfortunate, but you know, we knew we were going to be missing Daryl, and I thought our guys did a nice job trying to step forward for him. You know, this is unfortunately going to be part of this season around the country in college basketball. So, you know, the other team's not going to feel sorry for you. You got to find a way. And, you know, we were a few possessions short tonight.
Hey, Shaka, with Daryl, first of all, is he feeling okay? And then what was exactly was the timeline when you found out that he wasn't going to be able to play?
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm allowed to share, but just generally we found out yesterday. And, you know, Daryl's feeling pretty well. I talked to him right before the game. And, I mean, the biggest thing is he was disappointed he couldn't be here. You know, I went through that last year when I had COVID during the season. And watching your team play on TV is a excruciating feeling. As a coach, I can't even imagine as a player. I would say it'd probably be harder as a player because you actually want to be in the game, like helping your team. And I'm sure he's sitting there looking at the TV saying, hey, I can defend Tyrese Martin, or I want to go in a game and at least try. But, you know, unfortunately, it's kind of a cruel time period that we're all in where things like this can happen. You know, we're fortunate our whole team is vaccinated. A lot of our guys have gotten the booster. We have a few guys that are not eligible yet in terms of the 6 months removed from the vaccination. But our guys have done a good job being about as safe as we can be, but unfortunately these cases are cropping up.
Yeah, how do you coach your team through this kind of chaotic era? Are you pushing boosters? Are you talking about it as a team? What's the process for?
Well, ultimately, that's a personal choice. We just try to educate the guys, our doctors and our athletic trainer. They do a really good job educating the guys in terms of, you know, just medically what the science says is most safe. From there, it's an individual choice. Again, all of our guys chose to get vaccinated. In fact, our whole staff and team. But from there, I mean, unfortunately, right now, even people that are vaccinated, you know, are testing positive. So the next few weeks are going to be, you know, very chaotic in sports and in the world. And I think it's really important for all of us to have a level of perspective about, you know, what's most important. And then when we get the opportunity to, you know, practice basketball and get better at the things we need to do on the court to compete, to be a team we want to be, it's a get-to opportunity. You know, it's not something you have to do. It's something you're fortunate to do.
You mentioned team not being able to get over that hump. This is the second straight game. You got it within one. Couldn't get those big shots. How do you coach the team to fight through that?
Well, I think for our team, a lot of it is, you know, guys learning that the only way is to be in a huddle or be in a timeout or be in a, you know, in the free throw situation and look your teammates in the eyes and, you know, believe in each other and really, really feel like, hey, we can do this and we're going to do it together. And again, that's easier when you've played together for a little while. And, you know, we're at a bit of a disadvantage with that compared to most teams, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. That doesn't mean you can't win. I think proud of the fact that our guys have, you know, gotten better to the point where, you know, we are competing with these type of teams, but at the same time, there's no real moral victories at this level of basketball. And for me as a coach, we want to win, you know, we want to find ways to, you know, be a couple possessions better in a game like this. We will be. I can promise you that. It's just a matter of when, you know, and it's a matter of, you know, how quickly we're able to get our guys to understand that we can. You know, we're a little bit like the little engine that could right now. And that's something that's very humbling as a coach because I don't control that. Like I'm going to try to do everything I can to get these guys to understand, yeah, you can do it. But sometimes you have to go do it. And, you know, when you take Daryl out of the mix and, you know, maybe there's another younger guy that's got to understand his role. But we'll get there.
Tyler had 5 assists in that first 10 minutes, and you guys went 8 for 11, got Kerr a couple early dunks. What did you like from your team in that opening
Movement,
stretch?
yeah. There was really good movement and pace. Tyler's at his best when he's attacking with good pace. I thought UConn, when they really came with a lot of aggressiveness, it stifled some of our pace. You know, you got to fight aggressiveness with aggressiveness. And when we did that, it was really good. I thought the first half both teams played well offensively, and we didn't play nearly well enough defensively in the first half. And they deserve credit for some of the shots that they made. But the reality is, you know, our formula is to get 32 deflections. We didn't have anywhere near that tonight. We're going to get to the point where our guys want to have 32 deflections as much or more than me, and we're not at that point yet, but we will get there.
Olivier had 13 points season high. He was active on the defensive side and the offensive side. What did you think of just his overall performance today?
I thought he did a great job getting in the paint, and, you know, he had some really, really nice finishes. And, you know, defensively, for the most part, I thought he did a nice job. You know, unfortunately, there were some possessions down the stretch where we fouled. It wasn't just him. There were, you know, Cam had one. You know, Oso had one, and they made us pay for that. You know, I think when you go down the stretch, you've got to make a team earn everything they get. And I thought, you know, during the mid-second half, we were really making them earn their baskets and forcing some misses. And our guys rebounded really well. UConn's a heck of a rebounding team. And to hold them to 6 offensive rebounds is a real formula for winning. But they made too many of their first shots, and we've got to do a better job making them miss.
Justin really used his physicality, backing his guy down. Was that a message that you sent to him about not settling for jumpers and attacking the basket more?
Well, you know, we look at these shot charts, Ben, all the time with these guys. And on the shot chart, if you're really effective in an area, it's red. And if you're percentage-wise ineffective, it's blue. And then there's different, like, colors in between. So in the paint for him is red, dark red. It's good. And so we show that to him. And now he can make an open 3 and he can do some things out on the perimeter, but he's really tough to handle down there. And I thought he did a really good job playing with poise when he got around the basket. Had some nice finishes, got fouled. You know, I'm sure when I watched the tape, probably should have gone in there even more. You know, we went in there a lot. But it was effective with Justin, and he did a really nice job.
Kind of going off of that, Coach, it seemed in the second half you guys attacked the paint a little bit more. You ended up winning the paint battle 42-38. Was that a message at halftime to attack it and get those points compared to the threes?
Well, most of the message at halftime was about defense because it was a high-scoring first half. Offensively, you know, the way our team is built, we have, with Daryl out, Justin and Tyler are our best offensive engines in terms of creating offense for us, not even necessarily their own baskets, but creating offense for our team. And so, yeah, I mean, it was either Tyler coming off a pick and roll, creating for his teammates, or getting the ball to Justin in situations where he can attack. And I thought we did that. I think, you know, we have some other guys on our team. Cam Jones is one of them that right now I think he's better than he thinks he is. And that's going to change. You know, there's going to be a time where, you know, he realizes how good he can be on offense and he plays with more aggressiveness. But, you know, he's a freshman. And I remember when I played and I was a freshman, my coach would get mad at me because I would play better in practice than I would in the game. And the reality was I wasn't ready to play as well in the game as I did in practice mentally. And, so with guys like Cam and Jop and Stevie, E, that's where they are. And that's okay. We're going to get them better. Thank you.